Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Building the EMG-6. In this episode, we're going to be looking at the installation of the forward bulkhead and seat brace tubes. Part number -106. This is the forward bulkhead transition to the forward passenger seat cross tube. And part number -107 is the brace tube from the front of the forward bulkhead to the seat transition tubes on either side. Both of these tubes are very simple and easy to manufacture and easy to install. So let's get started. After downloading and cutting out the templates from the builder's database, we simply need to cut the 0.5 times 0.035 tube ends to the correct profile. The next step is to position the tubes in place on the frame and then hold them in place temporarily with tape. We use whatever surplus tape we have lying around, but flexible vinyl tape is cheap and can provide tension to hold the part in place during the tack welding process. Now, either before we begin the tack welding or after we've got the tubes tack welded in place, we're going to need to drill some vent holes to prevent blowout during the welding process. We use a very small drill, usually just big enough to create a vent. A number 1 center drill works very well. This is a 3/64 size vent hole from the cutter tip on the smaller diameter of the center drill, but the larger diameter of the center drill is big enough that it will prevent the drill bit from breaking during the drilling process. The next step will be simply to tack weld all of these tubes in place. Before proceeding to any serious welding, ensure that you remove all of the tape that you have holding the tubes in place. If the tape becomes melted to the tubes, it's a much bigger pain in the butt to remove. Now you're ready to finish up the rest of the welds. So that's pretty much all there is to the welding of these reinforcement tubes. Make sure that you do a cursory inspection to make sure that you've finished up all of the welds. And then after you've done that, the vent holes that are in the support tubes can be welded closed. And the other tubes should probably be left open until we've finished up the rest of the welding on all of those. So, this one was a pretty simple one, about an hour from start to finish to manufacture the tubes, install them, and get them completely welded in place. But overall, in terms of the steps, this was a pretty easy one. So we hope you enjoy these videos. Make sure to like the videos if you do. And until we see you on the next video, happy building.